What's going on, folks? Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. Just left a gutter cleaning that we definitely lost money by doing. Most gutter jobs, one or two guys, 1 to 2 hours. Really doesn't matter how bad the gutters are and whatnot. Did a gutter job today for $225. It's a house that we have done the gutters on probably 4 or 5 times in the past. Might even be more than that. But I sent 2 guys over there, and part of this I absolutely take blame for. They were not properly equipped. They were just using our box truck with no pressure washer, just a box truck and hose, spray gun, and stuff. But at the end of the day, was manageable to get it done. Unfortunately, and let me just real quick math. Well, so 2 techs, 3 hours each, 6 hours. Another tech showed up with a power washer, so he was there for an hour or 2. Actually, I guess he was there for. He overlapped, and then one of the guys left. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 11, 12 or 13 man hours. 12 or 13 man hours on a $225 gutter job. Absolutely lost money on that. Absolutely. So why did it take 12 or 11, 12, 13 man hours to get a 2-story gutter cleaning? They had houses, had gutters on what would essentially be 4 sides, lots of debris on top, and they had gutter guards or gutter helmets. And actually there were some custom made one that some other guy made. The reason it took so long was because they ran into a problem and they didn't let me know. The 2 guys that went out there to do it saw that these things were clipped in and figured they needed to remove the gutter helmets from the clips. The unfortunate part with these is that these clips, they go underneath it and it got that hook. But these were all custom bent ones. They weren't perfect looking by any stretch. But instead of trying to get the right tool to do it, or to call me and say, hey, these covers are in the way, it's really difficult, we can't get it done, this is taking forever. And that should have been, in a gutter job, within the first half hour on the job, okay, this isn't getting the job done. This is taking too long, or we got to find a better way, yada yada. But it wasn't until 6 man hours had been sunk into this that I was made aware that they were having difficulties, and they had another gutter job to go do too, which we sent one of the other trucks to eventually. So there's now a new video of how to clean out gutters with gutters or gutter helmet on it. That's essentially what these things were. The way that you do it is you unscrew the actual fasteners. You don't move the actual covering, you unscrew the fasteners. What I always do is I'll jam the little screws up underneath the shingles a little bit, so I don't lose them, drop them, whatever. And same thing if the clips come off. Now on gutter helmet, they're usually actually either welded to it, or they're, since it's consistent and not custom made, they actually will stay put. So you take those off at that end, grab whatever's there. You can go ahead and flood the downspout. There was a bunch of other issues on these downspouts as well. And then what you do is you go to the other end. And if you've got enough force and there's not that much debris in there, You can blow the whole stinking thing out. You blow it all the way down. You know, you're hitting into that little crack. You're just spraying into it like that, and you know, gets all the debris to come out at that other end, and then you just grab it as it gets to the downspout, toss it in your bucket or whatever there. If it's not working that way, then what you do is you start 2 feet away from that downspout and spray into that slit, blow it all the way down to the downspout, grab it out, toss it. Go another 2 feet or another 5 feet. Do the same process until, so that way, instead of moving, you know, this massive amount of stuff, you're moving just about that much. If I'd been on site for that gutter job, would have taken an hour and a half to 2 hours tops with me and one other person. If you don't have the right tool to get it done properly, you got to get the right tool. So they didn't have the power washer. No problem. We can go get another power washer, or in this situation, they really didn't need it. It would have been helpful, but it absolutely could have been done without the power washer. Because what you do there, they just needed a nut driver. So if they, you know, on that, okay, so you don't have a nut driver. What do we need to get one? Advanced Auto Parts is right down the street. Or AutoZone, I guess it was AutoZone. Could have run over there, spent $5, and been able to get the tool that we needed to do the job in an efficient manner. So this is one of those things where, what have we learned from this? And talk to the guys about it. You know, if you're struggling with something, or something does not seem to be going right, or something is getting damaged in the process, stop and call me. Let me know. You know, this is not who wants to be a millionaire and can do everything on their own, and, you know, never gets any help, or you only have your 3 lifelines, and then that's it for the rest of the week or whatever. And I don't want somebody. I had one guy that called me like every last little thing, and that shows either incompetence or a lack of confidence. So if you've got employees, guys, you need to make sure that your employees understand. I try and beat it into my guys' heads all the time. I need to know. If something's going wrong, I need to know. If something, you know, if there's something got messed up on a house, or something's taking a really long time, or something is not working right, or whatever, I need to know. Because as soon as I know, I'll either say, all right, well, there's not anything else we can do about it right now. Just tough it out, finish the job, and get home. Or, okay, yeah, let me go get this tool for you. I was fairly close to where these guys were. I could have been there with a tool to get the job done within 10 or 15 minutes. And instead, here we have, you know, even if we just say 12 hours at $15 an hour, we're at $210, right? I don't know, it's been a long day. No, we're at 180, my bad. But it's something that, as a business owner, your employees have to know and be able to call you when they have issues, without being afraid that, like, you're going to be pissed off at them that something's going on. Like, you have to also control yourselves to not be mad at them when they call you about stuff, even if it's, you know, tedious or petty or whatever. You know, again, then get through that job, and then if you need to give them more suggestions or tell them to, you know, be able to get it done on their own on that situation, then so be it. So I know this has been a longer video, but again, it's stuff that's worth considering. And as you grow your team, as you grow your company, you have to have these things in place, and you have to have people understand what your standards are, and, you know, what to do when things aren't going the way that you'd like them to. So have a great night. See ya.